Trick or Treat 2 was announced 2 years ago. I'm eagerly awaiting Trick or Treat 2. Anything you can say about that project?
It's going to happen. It's just the tricky thing is as we are announcing Trick or Treat 2, I was finishing the screenplay for Krampus with my co-writers, and it was too tempting to not do Krampus. Like, if we didn't do it, someone else was going to.
Right.
Because the character just started peaking in popularity, and you could just smell it coming. And lo and behold, there are multiple Krampus projects sort of in the works, and the momentum just sort of picked us up and carried us off. That's not to say that Trick or Treat hasn't been sort of simmering in the background, but I want to get it right. I don't want to rush it. But we do have a comic book that's coming out this October, which sort of acts like, I hate to use the word prequel, but it expands the universe a little bit, in that we sort of explore the long history of Halloween before the first film. And so it's 4 different stories, much like the film,
right.
But one is set in ancient Ireland.
Oh.
One is like 1950s Los Angeles. There's one in the 1800s in the Old West, and then one that's sort of, contemporary suburbia, traditional Halloween. But in those stories, we sort of explore how Halloween was shaped and guided by Sam.
The film Trick or Treat was an anthology, obviously, but it was an interesting anthology in that the stories were very intertwined and sort of looped over each other and around each other. With the second one, do you think it would be 100% new characters except for Sam, or is there any possibility of maybe bringing back a couple of survivors from the first film?
Anything's possible. I mean, the skeleton, no pun intended, of the sequel is there, and right now it's really 4 different stories, and with the exception of Sam, who serves as that intertwining link, because I do think it's important to sort of make sure that if you're new to Trick or Treat, that you can sit down and watch it without sort of the baggage of the first one necessarily. But that's not to say that we won't have, some threads that tie everything together, or maybe some character from the other film might pop up in some fashion.
Because you got a bigger world now to play with. Yeah,
and maybe some characters in Krampus might show up. Who knows?